Poland is a rising star in Europe. It has one of the fast-growing economies on the continent, and its military is rapidly becoming one of the most powerful. What's driving Poland's rise? And what does it mean for the future of Europe? In this video, we'll explore the factors behind Poland's success and its growing influence on the global stage. We'll also look at the challenges Poland faces and its potential to become a major European power in the years to come. In the early 1990s, Poland took some tough economic action that set the country on a better path. These measures involved making changes to prices, controlling wage increases, reducing support for goods and services, and balancing the budget. Although it was a painful remedy, after a period of economic decline in 1990-91, Poland began to grow once again. This growth was continued ever since and was given a further boost when it became part of the EU in 2004. From then on, Poland's economy has expanded at an average rate of 4% each year. The amount of money each person has, taking into account the cost of living, is now 80% of the EU average, which is a significant improvement from the 39% it was in 1990. Additionally, Poland was the only major European economy that didn't experience a recession during the financial crisis. This was due to a combination of luck and effective government policies related to money and spending. Poland's flexible exchange rate for its currency, the zloty, its limited dependence on international trade, and its low levels of debt among households and businesses also played a big part in its ability to weather economic challenges. This strong economic performance has elevated Poland's importance within the EU, both in economic and political terms, making it one of the key member countries alongside Germany, Britain, France, Italy, and Spain. Poland's economic achievements have been made possible by tapping into the industrial legacy of the communist era. By drawing in investments from Western countries, Poland has spurred its production and become a part of the global supply chain. Consequently, Poland, along with neighboring countries and the Visegrad Group, has emerged as a key player in industries like automobiles and electronics. Polish companies are now supplying goods to international manufacturers, particularly those in Germany. Poland is following a similar path to the success stories in Asia despite the present-day challenges. Poland is part of the select group, which includes about 6 nations, such as South Korea and the Czech Republic. Poland's primary achievements stem from its efforts to create a favorable business climate. They've embraced economic reforms, fostered innovation, and developed robust infrastructure that attracts both domestic and foreign investments. Poland's advantageous geographical location at the crossroads of Europe has established it as a hub for trade and investment, giving a significant boost to its growth. Poland is the largest country in Central and Eastern Europe and ranks as the 9th largest in Europe. With a workforce of 22.7 million people, 65% of its population falls within the working age bracket. Poland's mix of skilled labor available at a reasonable cost attracts foreign investors. Annually, Polish universities produce 37,500 engineers, which is the second highest number in the EU after Germany. The presence of the well-educated and skilled workers, coupled with a supportive environment of startups, has led to the largest amount of venture capital investments in the region. Moreover, Poland's strong emphasis on education and skill development has nurtured a talented workforce, a vital asset in today's fiercely competitive global arena. Since the year 2000, Poland has consistently allocated an average of 4.5% of its GDP to education, surpassing the EU average. It consistently ranks among the top performers in reading, math, and science among the 38 OECD countries, even outperforming wealthier nations like Britain, France, and Germany. This solid educational foundation sets the stage for ongoing strong economic growth. Poles, known for their diligent work ethic, average 39 hours of work per week, which surpasses the famously hardworking Americans and far exceeds their Britain, French, or German counterparts. A key pillar of the Polish economy is its substantial domestic consumer market, consisting 61% of its GDP. This figure surpasses the EU average and bears similar to the United States. Household spending, fueled by a robust job market and rising wages, is expected to remain a driving force behind Poland's economic growth. When it comes to infrastructure investments, Poland has been the largest recipient of the EU funds, receiving £102 billion between 2007 and 2013, and £106 billion between 2014 and 2020. These funds have significantly benefited the construction and real estate sectors, driven by infrastructure projects and expansion of global service centers in Poland. International companies like IBM, Citigroup, Credit Suisse, and Capgemini have relocated some of their operations to Poland. Poland has also tapped into thriving sources of innovation in the new economy. One of the fastest growing sectors is video game development, with a report from the Polish Agency for Enterprise Development identifying Poland's video gaming workforce as one of the largest in Europe. The report, titled The Game Industry of Poland Report 2023, undersources the consistent growth of the Polish gaming industry, with record-breaking numbers year after year. At present, Poland boasts an excess of 300 game development companies, with more than 20 of them being publicly traded on the Warsaw Stock Exchange. Nevertheless, it is essential to acknowledge that the growth in Eastern Europe has heavily leaned on the Western capital and expertise. Foreign companies have a significant impact on Poland's exports and employ a substantial portion of the workforce. This often results in profits being sent abroad, which can hinder the growth potential of domestic firms. Poland is breaking records when it comes to foreign direct investment (FDI) inflows and is well positioned to capitalize on global shift towards nearshoring supply chains. However, FDIs come with a dual nature. While they drive growth, they also reinforce reliance on external sources and might discourage local investment in domestic economic capabilities. As an example, within the entire Central and Eastern European region, only one company, the Polish state-owned oil refined PKN Orlen, appears on the Fortune Global 500 list. Furthermore, Poland takes pride in having a formidable military force. Poland is rapidly emerging as a significant military power in Europe. In recent years, the Polish government has made substantial investments in its military capabilities, increasing defense spending, modernizing its equipment, and expanding the size of its armed forces. One of the most noteworthy developments has been Poland's acquisition of new weaponry and equipment from the United States and South Korea. In 2020, Poland sealed a $4.6 billion deal for 32 F-35 fighter jets from the U.S., and in 2022 it finalized a $23 billion agreement for 250 ARBS tanks. Poland has also placed orders of hundreds of HIMARS rocket launchers from the U.S. and K-2 tanks from South Korea. Beyond enhancing its equipment, Poland is also boosting its troop numbers. In 2021, the Polish government revealed plans to grow the size of its army from 500,000 to 300,000 troops by 2035, while also establishing a new territorial defense force of 50,000 troops. Poland's military expansion is driven by several factors, including the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and the perceived threat from Russia. As a member of NATO, Poland is one of the alliance's most exposed members to Russia. The Polish government is apprehensive about the possibility of a Russian invasion of Poland or its neighboring nations in the future. However, the most significant hurdle confronting Poland's economy is the need to steer clear of the middle-income trap and avoid becoming stuck at its present level. The challenge lies in ensuring that Poles save and invest adequately to transform the economy from primarily serving as Western European subcontractor to nurturing globally competitive, innovative Polish companies. Over the past decade, the average saving rate has remained at a mere 21% of GDP, with the average investment rate at 24% of GDP, both falling below the EU average. Presently, the country dedicates less than 1.5% of its GDP to research and development, R&D. Roughly half of what is typical in Western Europe demographics, trends also pose concerns for Poland's economy. With one of the lowest fertility rates in the EU, Poland continues to witness immigration. Approximately 2 million Poles emigrate following the country's entry into the EU, with about half of them relocating to the UK. This mass immigration was partly driven by presently high unemployment at home, which has now reached its lowest level since 1990. Furthermore, Poland faces a significant challenge in transitioning to cleaner energy sources, given its heavy reliance on fossil fuels in the energy mix, which is the highest in the EU. Delays in making necessary investments could affect the competitiveness of the Polish industry, which has been the primary engine of growth thus far. Poland's robust economy plays a crucial role in the EU's response to conflict in Ukraine. That's it for today. And now we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Do subscribe to the channel If you like our content, we'll catch you in the next one.